Hey, it's JR Redwater, and I'm here at the camp for the pipeline protest in Standing Rock up in Cannonball. And some stuff went down today up at the line. The workers aren't supposed to be working, but one of the scouts went up there, scouted them out. Everybody went up there. Everybody charged the front lines. Women did. They got pepper sprayed. Dogs sigged on them, on the horses, everything. And then everybody came back safely, but they got in a skirmish. As soon as they put hands on our women, everybody went in and charged in and get them all out of here. So there's planes and helicopters flying around, blocking signals from going out. So we'll be sending this video out shortly after from Bismarck, North Dakota. So I'm going to go do a wedding, and then I'm going to Wisconsin to do a comedy show, but I'll be back.
Be careful, everybody. They have dogs that they're sending out to us. The dogs were actually attacking Dakota Access Pipeline workers too. They didn't care who it was.
What if he gets on his lead? These dogs away! You think those women and children are dog food? They can kill someone! We're not leaving! We're not leaving! Get us out of here!
Get back! Get back! Push him back! Push him back!
Lock in! Lock in! Grab your arms! Grab your arms! Let's go! It's one big five! One big five! Lock in!
There's gonna be more people coming! Go home!
Don't you want that for your grandchildren? You won't never then! Let's go! Come on!
Back! Look at that! They're done! They're backing it up! Yeah. See all them scare tactics? All them scare tactics! They packing up and leaving! They packing up and leaving! Scare tactics! Scare tactics! All of them! You all scare tactics!
Him and his dogs drink oil. There's the license plate. They drink oil. Him and feeds his dog oil.
Today we turned around Dakota Access Pipeline. They reached Highway 1806. We must stop Dakota Access Pipeline from getting any closer to the Missouri River. Oyate warriors, water protectors, come join us. Come today.
Oh, we got children here! We got children here! Look at what
Get him out!
What are you doing? You're going wrong! You're fucking wrong! You are so wrong! What are the children here?
Hey, calm down. Let them leave. They're leaving. Let them leave.
We are the land! We are the land!
Sorry, I don't mind. What happened? I just a lot of mace and the sweat was dripping in. It was the sweat was making it run down into my eyes. I had my glasses on, and that spared me the brunt of it. But
This is our land! And I didn't yelled at them. I did not strike them. I did not hit them. I had every right to voice my opinion and stand for my people.
That's how it was done back in the day of our ancestors when they had to protect. But to call us those warriors, we're not scared of any pain that was going to be inflicted on them because they were there to protect the women, children, and our elders and our way of life. And you guys are part of that, what you saw today, what you lived. That came surging through you. There's a reason why you all band up together here from all different tribes. Because your ancestors said, take one leap of action to defend, and that's what you guys did today.
I just couldn't stand by and watch as this pipeline was built right in front of my own eyes, you know. And freedom, important that we stop this pipeline. And when it comes to my freedom, I'll do anything. Or when it comes to the freedom of my life, I'll do anything, let's say it that way, to stop this pipeline in a non-violent manner. Like I said, I can't stress how important it is that we get out there and we do this. We need to physically stop, get in the way, delay, and save by as much time as we can, and to hold them off in any way we can in a peaceful way, with prayer and in unity with our indigenous brothers and sisters who showed up here. Because there's a lot of people here that don't want this pipeline here. I've seen how far they got with the machinery. I've seen the path of destruction that they laid upon the earth, and it really hurt, you know, to see that, to see the machines clawing in, digging in deep in Mother Earth. And you know, a lot of feelings and emotions came through. You know, I was angry, I was sad, and I needed an outlet to express that. And I stood next to the women who I give major props, love, and respect for doing what they did. It was like you said, an impromptu action, and it came out to we stopped them for another day. It was a beautiful a moment, you know. And I just like to give another shout out. And you know who you are, you know. Love you guys for that, and got your back 100%.
Hey, how you doing? Say we're here at a site, and we had some of our warriors put themselves out, and as you can see behind me, one of our warriors put himself on the machinery to stop today's construction. They are very near the camp right now, trying to complete what project they have in sight. So we have one individual here that blockaded himself on the machinery, and so we are asking people, if you're nearby, to come out, show your support, get behind this. Became, you know, this was a surprise thing for them when they woke up, when workers showed up at the site, and they cannot do anything right now. And so reinforcements have been called in by the sheriffs. And yes, we're just giving you an update as we come along. Thank you.
Tell me why you're here.
My name is Yushki, American Horse, and I'm here to protect the water for the children and the unborn, and to protect our ways of life. And I came here just to let them know that what they're doing is wrong, and this is what nonviolent civil disobedience is what it comes down to. And I'm here for
Don't let him take you. Don't let him take you.
So yesterday I was in the grocery store and this woman came up to me and she said, "Are you part of the resistance?" No kidding. I started giggling and I said, "You mean like in Star Wars?" She didn't laugh. She didn't laugh at all. So I said, well, I suppose that's one word you can use. But if we're going to call ourselves the resistance, what exactly are we resisting? There are those in the popular media who would say that we're resisting law and order. But is it really resisting law and order if we are standing up for our First Amendment rights, practicing our First Amendment rights, and standing up for our treaty rights? I don't think so. There are others who would say that we're resisting progress. But is it really progress to continue on this downward environmental spiral of undrinkable water, unbreathable air, nutritionless food, rising worldwide temperatures, and infertile soil? That's not progress, that's regress. We are resisting regression. We are resisting genocide. We are resisting policies that destroy our air, land, and water. And that's why we ask you to stand with us, because the economy isn't going to mean anything if we're all dead, dying, or diseased. Those little green pieces of paper in your wallet aren't going to be worth anything if we don't have clean water to drink and clean air to breathe. So stand with us, because resistance is not futile. And yeah, I know that's a Star Trek reference. Hi everyone. Well, the swelling has finally gone down in my left eye. Yesterday the gentleman next to me got pepper sprayed, and of course it wafted over to me, and my sinuses and everything, it was just really bad yesterday. But this morning I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I was in the post office the other day, and a gentleman came up to me and he said that we need the Dakota Access Pipeline because we need to feed the ever-increasing demand for fossil fuels. The problem is he's half right. We have a heroin-like addiction to fossil fuels. I know people who drive 1,500 feet to the grocery store, or people who leave all the lights on in their house 24 hours a day, whether they're home or not. Or people who drink all of their water out of tiny plastic bottles. But just because we're addicted to fossil fuels doesn't mean that we can't do anything about it. It doesn't mean that we can't change. In fact, we have to change. Because the fact is, we are at the end of the age of fossil fuels. We are at the end of the fossil fuels era. And that's why companies like Dakota Access are intensifying their efforts to rape Mother Earth. They will not stop until they have squeezed every last drop of blood out of our mother. And so it becomes even more important for us to make changes, for us to curb our culture of consumption. Do me a favor, look up a concept known as EROI, or Energy Return on Investment. Some people call it Energy Return on Energy Invested. It's a really interesting concept, probably best put forth by a systems ecologist named Charlie Hill out of the State University of New York. And Dr. Hill basically likens the oil industry to a bear, let's say a bear, who's hunting for salmon. Picture that bear. If that bear is hunting salmon and it's expending more calories trying to get salmon than it's actually getting from eating the salmon, of course it's soon going to die. It's going to starve because it's using up more calories than it's gaining. The oil industry is like that. They are now upside down. They are using more energy to drill and dig than they are actually producing from the fossil fuels that they're getting. So they're desperate. They're desperate to intensify their efforts before all the fossil fuels are gone, before the end of this age. So we have to change. We have to find more sustainable ways. So the next time someone tells you that you need a new fast food restaurant on every corner of your town, resist them. The next time someone tells you that we have to plow over sacred sites or send dogs out on women and children, resist. The next time someone tells you that we need pipelines because they'll create jobs, resist them, because they don't give a damn about you or your job or your family or your future. Resist the destruction of our planet. Resist the destruction of our sacred sites. Resist genocide. Stand with us. Resist with us. We're waiting for you. And so I was asked to make a video to let folks know what they can do to help fight the Dakota Access Pipeline. Obviously, get here if you can. Get here and stand up with the people, attend the protests. If you can't come here, hold local protests in your area. Write letters, make phone calls, say prayers. Those are always appreciated. Send supplies. You can get online and find camp supplies. I can post them in the comments to this video also. Most of all, make yourselves and others aware of what's going on. Make others and yourselves aware of what Dakota Access is doing to the people, their threats to our water, to the sacred plants that grow out in the path of the pipeline, places where I have personally collected foods and medicines being decimated right now as I make this video. So I ask you to stand up for the water, stand up for the plant nations, stand up for the people. Thank you.
Connected through this ritual of flying, soaring with the eagles, exploring new heights like destroying the name evil. Yo, this torment is lethal, like the weapons. All these cops-beat possessors, shooting in the crowds of children just to kill the insurrection like Roman soldiers. On the heels of the resurrection, closing borders and torture fields by orders of the Senate. Jesus is black, Reagan's the devil, government plan 9/11, new lesson, Nixon and Kissinger kill the rebel, not yet for spreading all the peace in his message. And now the devil dictate the seat through the sordid rhetoric and rotten politics.
Spokesperson again for Red Warrior Camp. We are here on site at the Frederickson Law Office. Organizers of today's event, the Oshete Shakoin camp, have come together and found that the Frederickson Law Office is representing Enbridge in their court case against the protesters, as they say, of what's going on down in Cannonball and stuff. So we're here putting pressure on the law firm. They closed the doors and didn't want to come out and speak with any of the people today. And like I said, we're just here on site recording it all and just putting a word out. But again, the law office itself declined to make any comment and declined to meet with organizers and the people today. So as further details and updates come about, we'll get you, we'll keep you informed. Hope.
explain to us why they are representing a company that is willing to pollute the Missouri River and contaminate millions of people's drinking water, including the Standing Rock Sioux Reservation. But they're not answering.
We're asking for Lawrence Bender to come out and make a statement. We see you guys in there. We're here in peace. We don't want to cause any trouble. We just like to speak to Lawrence Bender. If he could please come out and speak to the people. You're representing a company that is threatening the lives of millions of Americans, millions of Native Americans, and American citizens. So please come out and make a statement and tell us why you would represent a corporate company that's going to threaten the way of life and threaten human rights on a national level. I know that you hear me.
All we're asking is for Lawrence Bender, the lawyer who's representing Energy Transfer Partners and their constituents on the Dakota Access Pipeline project to please come out and address the citizens of North Dakota, Standing Rock, and all the nations that are representative and have come to support the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe in their efforts to save sacred water. Please come out and make a statement. Tell us why you're willing to place it. You're trying to lie to so many millions of innocent people.
Just start with.
We're not here to cause any harm. We're not here to threaten you in any way, shape, or form. All we're doing is asking you to please come out and make a statement to the people. Please come out and join us. You can even say a prayer with us if you want to. All we're asking is for Lawrence Bender to please come out and make a statement. If Lawrence Bender is not available, then one of his associates to please come out and make a statement on why you're willing to represent a company that's willing to threaten the lives of so many millions of people along the Missouri River, all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Why did you say to North Dakota that the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe was expendable? We are not expendable. The Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, the Ochepichagowe, has been here for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. All we're asking is for a representative from your law firm to please come out and make a statement to the people. We came here in peace. We're willing to say prayers with you, but we want to know, why are you willing to do this? If it's for money, you can't eat money. You can't drink oil. Water is life. Many weed choni. 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 Water is life.
Mini weed choni.
Water is life.
Mini weed choni.
Water is life.
Dr. Sniper.
We're here at the law firm that is threatening to poison our water. We just want to talk to a representative, but so far no one has come out to talk to us.
Now this is going to be a statement to the people on how you feel about this law firm that's representing a company that's going to violate the sacredness of Uchimaka, that's going to violate that sacredness of the water, Iniwachoni. So just speak from your heart. Everyone here, you have something to say. So after this, we're going to move you out there, and there's people with cameras already. We're going to put this together, and it's going to go around the world. And we'll stay here a little bit more and continue to call him out.
So all we're asking is for one of your associates to please come out and make a statement. Right now, you hear the drum. Right now, you hear a prayer song. We're talking to you through prayer. We're asking you to please come out and explain to the people, explain to the grandmothers, explain to the children why you're doing this to the people. All we're asking is for somebody to come out and please tell us why would you do this? You can't eat money. You can't drink oil. Water, there's no substitute for water. We have to protect water. We have to protect the river life that we live on. We do this not only for our children, not only for our grandchildren, but for your grandchildren and your children and your next 7 generations. Please come out and make a statement to the people. All we're doing is asking you, please come out and share a prayer with us. Tell us why you're doing this. Why would you threaten the lives of so many thousands and thousands and thousands of people? That's all we're asking. Please, if Mr. Bender is not available, send one of his associates out. There's women, there's children, all we want to know is why would you do this? Why would you do this to the people? We are not expendable. We are not a throwaway lives. Our culture is vibrant. Our culture is here to stay. We've been here for thousands of years. We will continue to be here for thousands of years. Look at the handprints of these children that they're leaving here. This is who you're threatening. These little innocent ones. These babies. These are the ones whose lives that you're threatening. These are the children that you're putting at risk. How can you sleep at night? How can you sleep at night knowing that you're putting babies and innocent children's lives at risk? and your kid. Hey.
We'll be here for 3 days. We'll have lots of prayers with the community and with all of our delegation from Washington State. There was many tribes represented. Our relatives from Nisqually were had at the breakfast. Again, our Swinomish relatives, our Elwha and Puyallup friends were there. They had a tribal leaders meeting just with the tribal leaders, and then all the tribal leaders from Washington State are coming out, from Yakima to Snoqualmie to, so they were all meeting there. Faith Spotted Eagle is one of the community leaders here that we met with in Yankton a few years back. And so it's just, we had a really wonderful reception. We had a real wonderful police escort. As you know, there's a lot of tension for those of you who were watching MSNBC last night. I posted it on my Facebook page with Lawrence O'Donnell, who had a good 5-minute conversation with Chairman Archambault, and it was really good to hear how the many nations are coming together to stand in solidarity with our relatives here in Standing Rock. So with that, I'm going to go check in with Jewel, and we'll keep rolling as much as we can. Again, we'll be on and off with the leadership here, give or take our ability to run film. And Jewel just was updating the community. It was really nice to get a good police escort into the rest here. It's really nice.
Good. Well, you know, it's nice to be here at Standing Rock. We just pulled the totem pole up, and we had a half a dozen of the Standing Rock Tribal Council come out. You know, and one of the young guys that came out, he was here working at Sitting Bull College when we came through. I think it was with the National Library of Medicine totem poles, 3-piece that we brought through. Yeah, we were here before, and this is a beautiful place, beautiful people, beautiful water. You know, and we're glad to be here to be able to see tribal leaders meeting with the leadership of Standing Rock. You know, and it's important that everybody out there that is involved in any of the organizations really do everything they can to make sure that they use their voice to, I believe, demand president send in the National Guard and make the governor of the state back down, because he controls the Indian affairs. He's the head chief executive. You know, and we have treaties with the United States, and as we know, the governor's violated almost all the constitutional rights dealing with the natives here. You know, freedom of press, freedom of assembly, freedom of religion, freedom of speech. You know, and you can just go on and on. I mean, we know the Army Corps didn't really consult with the Standing Rock either, and that's their obligation under Executive Order 13175. You know, and they've been violating the laws that govern their activities. You know, so as a consequence of the illegal actions of the corporations and that of the governor, they've been trying to paint a bad picture as if it was the Standing Rock people, but they're the ones that are standing up for constitutional rights, rights that all Americans cherish. So thanks for joining us here.
You want to introduce just like to introduce you to the chairman?
Hey, glad to meet you, Joel James from Lummi.
Nice to meet you. I think you're the one that carved the totem pole.
Yeah, and I was just saying that this is the second time that. This is the second time we're here on the totem pole.
That's cool.
Yeah, we brought the National Library of Medicine totem pole here on a call for protect traditional knowledge. You know, so we're happy to be back.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and it means a lot to all of the country, not just Standing Rock.
Oh, thank you.
You're standing in solidarity with us, and the work that you do, and the prayer that you put into the totem pole. We have an amazing time right now, a historic time where tribes from everywhere come in, and it's a beautiful thing. So I just want to thank you for being part of it, and it means a lot. It means a lot. Everyone's part of it.
Thank you. We're proud to be here. I think all the tribes are feeling like they're empowered by the Spirit.
Yep.
they answered the call to come here.
I don't know how many times I heard that where somebody says, I feel it, that I need to be there. And that was 2 days ago. I don't know. I got in the car and now I'm here.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see that we have 3 of our Lummi Tribal Council members. And Brian from Swinomish, the president of the National American Indians, come here to also on behalf of his people and NCAI. I know a lot of churches have spoken out in defense of what Standing Rock's standing up for. So it's awesome. Thank you for letting us be here.
You're always welcome. You don't have to thank me for being here.
Chairman, we're live on our Facebook page there. It was really good to hear you and see you with Lawrence O'Donnell last night. I'm a big fan of Lawrence on MSNBC, and was really nice of him to, I mean, you know, as good journalists, the world does not revolve around Donald Trump and the election, but people really need to be aware of what's happening. You know, we're not just standing up for the future generations and protecting our water and protecting our sacred sites and our land and our air and bringing this forward. You know, Jewel, and you know, we changed the totem pole journey to come to stand with you and to bring this awareness of what our relatives here in Standing Rock are standing up for.
Yeah, I think it's the indigenous rights of all nations across the world. There's a movement, and you can feel it. And the indigenous people are saying, no more. Don't attack our resources. And that's what this is about. Every tribal nation that comes and they see what's happening here, they can relate to a story that happened to them. And their recent stories, whether it's oil, coal, uranium, gold, there's contamination, destruction of Unchimaka, the Mother Earth, and it's not right. The processes that federal government has, they're flawed. They're flawed in a way that adversely affects tribes. So we have to change those processes. We have to look at what it is that what it takes to hear our voices. We've been ignored for too long. So the Lawrence O'Donnell show is a good show. That the piece that he did last week is a good piece that outlines the history that all nations on Turtle Island face and have faced and continue to face. So it's up to us to make a difference today so that the future generations don't have to worry about it and they can start to blossom. And it's a good thing, it's a beautiful thing, and it's an unfortunate circumstance that brings us together, but I only see good that's going to come from it.
And you know, as you know, we hear from Jewel and just from the different communities, the people of faith, you know, all people of different traditions, you know, and cultures and colors. You know, we're standing up to protect, you know, protect the earth. We're the first generation to recognize global climate change, and we're the last generation that can do something about it.
You know, I would say that all along, all of our indigenous nations have been speaking out, saying what you're doing to Mother Earth is wrong. From the beginning of contact, we've been saying you have to respect all of our relatives, all of our nations, the plant nations, the animal nations, the fish nation. You have to respect them, and if you don't, there's going to be catastrophic results. And today is a time when we start to speak out even louder. Even though we've been talking and recognizing everybody across the world knows where we're coming from. And it's not the first time we said it. It's been ongoing, and this conversation isn't new. We just are getting louder now, so that we're hopeful that our message doesn't fall on deaf ears anymore.
Yeah, and with Jewel and Chairman Ballou and the efforts with Lummi Nation, I know we were battling the coal port and that fight. You know, it's not that, you know, sometimes they think, oh, it's just a bunch of bones, you know, oh, you Indians are always trying to protect something, but these were our ancient ones. These weren't, you know, our Indian people that have been around for the last couple thousand years. Our elders tell us these are our ancient ones, 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 years. So, you know, our elders tell us, you know, we shouldn't even be here with the atrocities of the genocide and the boarding school and smallpox, but we've survived, and now it's up to us to take care for future generations.
It's all good. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Chairman? 11:30. Or Councilman, sorry. Councilman? Robert? Share some words. Sure.
Le weekend Lila Wakayalo, Bayan Better Wakayalo, Le Wichasha Haska, Hemalo, Humpa Boyate, Le Tielo, Minimi Tony, Lila Ketcher, Lila Washte, Lila Wakam, Wakanja Oyate, Lila Lila Gya Inaji, Le Opetiki. Good morning. Sacred day today. The sun rose for us. This day is sacred, just like every day is for all of us here on Mother Earth. The water is sacred to us. It's our medicine. It provides medicine, our first medicine to our bodies. So for the children and for the people and the children not born, we stand as a council. We stand as a people, simply because our grandfathers would have did the same for us and have done the same for us. Even though their end was death, they still stood for us. So we, as their descendants, as ancestor, our ancestors said, this is for the generations yet to come. They need to have something for their children also, something that's left for them. And so in our growing up, we've always been taught how important Unchimaka is, our grandmother Earth, and how the water is her blood, and how important that is for her people. We're people of the sacred grandfather, who's the person of the Creator. So we all have this commonality that we live amongst each other. No matter what color, doesn't matter. Health is wealth. And to get that health, you have to have water. So that is why we stand the way we stand. I support our chairman who just shared his information with you. Coming from a oral speaking home, my parents were fluent, my grandparents were fluent, my aunts and uncles were fluent. And right now, for myself as a educated fluent speaker, I share that commonality with Sitting Bulls telling us, our grandfather saying we gotta walk in two worlds. We walk in two worlds, we're gonna help the people best we can. So I practice that and I share that with the chairman in his endeavors. And the chairman has taken a lot of responsibility. We share it with him in the council, and that respect for and gratitude we have and appreciation we have for all the tribes that have come. There's so many. We can stand here, we'll talk for hours and still not cover every tribe that has come. And it's so heartfelt by our community, the community I represent. There's 403 of us, but it's heartfelt because we'll in our lifetime, we never seen this, and we hope to see it again. But this is something that happened in the 1800s. After that, atrocities happened to our people, the Hunkpapa people, that we still work on today. The violence that had happened to our grandfather Sitting Bull, and the violence that happened in Woodney, because we as people stand for Mother Nature. We believe that we're part of the earth, and so the earth can't speak, we need to speak. So I wanted to share that with the interview.
Yeah, thank you. You know what? You once heard Jewel talk about, like climate change isn't new to our people, because our people have been around since the Ice Age, since the last 10,000 years, and yet we see, what's happening to the world. Look, there's 9 hurricanes, 5 in the Caribbean and 4 heading towards Hawaii. Look at the the rains down in Louisiana, they call it a 1,000-year, 1,000-year flood. But the earth, Mother Earth, is starting to take care of herself if we don't do something about what we're doing to her.
Yes, I agree. We agree, and so that voice needs to be strong, and it needs to be spiritual, and it needs to be articulated voice. It needs to be shown to the people, no matter who it is, and throughout the world, is that this is very important for us to be a people, and it's always communal. It wasn't all about one person or one group. It's for all. So that's the word Oyate. It doesn't have boundaries. It's for all. It's in our language, the Lakota language, the Tipuan language, the Hunkpapa language. So for me, my grandparents and my parents raising me the way they raised me is, I'm able to share that with the world. And I give gratitude to my parents, I give gratitude to my grandparents who are no longer with us, but they'll always be with me in spirit, always be with me when I do my journey as a council representative for the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. So thank you for this time that you've given to me, that I hope that we can help the world to learn.
Educate them just a little bit more. What was your name?
Robert Taken Alive.
What was your last name?
Taken Alive.
Taken Alive. So nice to meet you. Thank you for taking this breath of time to be with our relatives online here, and we're gonna do our best to stand with you here for the next 2-3 days, and it's an honor, and thank you for allowing us into the great territory of your people.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
We understand and support everything that you're doing. Very grateful that our elders and our grandparents were mentioned on the floor and the speakers before me. Makes me think of the teachings that I received personally from my grandparents. My grandmother, her ending words were of dignity. And that's what I see in the fight, the effort, the work that you're putting forward for all of your people in Indian country, the dignity that will keep you here, your people, and will allow you to prosper. We're here as a sign of support, and we thank you for everything you're doing. As a token of appreciation for letting us come onto your land, and also a sign of our support for the work you're doing, a carving of our national emblem on our sacred cedar, resource that we use for our canoes and our homes and our fishing. We want to gift this to you. We're going to be leaving our flag posted with all the other nations who are here to support you. And also our council members that brought a gift for you as well, from one of our tribal members who found it in their heart to eat this and send it over.
That's my hat.
We want to let you know that we have tribal members who have been traveling cross country, and they've done so for the past 5 years. Every year they bring a totem pole to a different location, and they brought it through your reservation. Our master carver, Joel James, has partnered up with our family from the Canadian First Nations, the International Intertribal Stand to Preserve Our Way of Life. So they also brought their caravan that show their support for your guys' efforts.
So what do we got going on here, Joel?
Oh, we're just heading down to Giant River and right along the freeway here, and you can see very quickly that they're still bulldozing and tearing up the earth, getting ready to put the pipelines down. So I think people ought to see it. We've got to take a few seconds to share it with our viewers. This is what Standing Rock is standing up against. Please support them.
Hello guys, we're live here in a location in Southern California where we're gathering all the items for the relief effort that we're doing to help our brothers and sisters in North Dakota to stop the North Dakota access pipeline. A lot of people were thanking all the people for all the support. These supplies are going to be delivered by the Bernie Sanders Brigade on the 9th, and we have a lot of stuff that people have brought in and donations. Thank you for standing for this big cause. We have to stop this pipeline, and a lot of blankets. We have a lot of tents. We have sleeping bags. We have food, baby diapers, and a lot of donations and wipes that people have donated. Also other sort of donations. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Bernie Sanders Brigade is delivering this on the 9th of September. We're going over there to deliver this directly to our brothers and sisters at the Standing Rock in North Dakota. So thank you so much, and we will get you more information, and we'll get updated as more donations come in. You can see somebody sent a big box with a lot of stuff. This was just a single person giving a donation. Thank you so much, and a lot of people that have sent stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Bernie Sanders Brigade, thank you. Thanks you, and
deadline tomorrow for Amazon.
Yeah.
Don't forget tomorrow.
We have our deadline tomorrow for Amazon, so please keep sending the donations. We need to stop this pipeline. Thank you so much. We have here the canned food that was donated, more items. So we're hoping that we're gonna fill 2 vans full of items. Thank you so much.
Gigawapa Menawa, Menagishagad, Miigwech.